Welcome to Module 2.2, where we examine the Belmont Report and its core ethical principles. Published in 1979, the Belmont Report remains one of the most influential documents in research ethics and established the fundamental principles that guide ethical research with human participants. In this module, we'll explore each of these principles in detail and discuss their practical applications in healthcare research. The principle of respect for persons encompasses two ethical convictions. First, it recognizes that individuals should be treated as autonomous agents, capable of deliberation and making their own decisions. Second, it acknowledges that persons with diminished autonomy require additional protection. This principle is operationalized through robust, informed consent processes that ensure participants understand what they are agreeing to. It also upholds participants' right to withdraw from research at any time without penalty. Finally, respect for persons demands strong privacy and confidentiality protections to safeguard sensitive information shared during research. In healthcare contexts, this principle is particularly important when working with vulnerable populations, such as children, elderly patients, or those with cognitive impairments. The principle of beneficence establishes two complementary obligations. First, researchers must maximize potential benefits of their work. Second, they must minimize possible harms. This requires conducting thorough risk-benefit analyses during research design to ensure potential benefits justify any risks. Ongoing safety monitoring throughout a study allows researchers to identify and address any unexpected risks that emerge. The principle also necessitates prompt reporting of adverse events to appropriate oversight bodies. In healthcare research, beneficence often involves complex considerations about short-term risks versus long-term benefits and requires thoughtful deliberation about what truly constitutes benefit for different stakeholders involved in the research process. The principle of justice addresses the fairness of research participant selection and the distribution of research benefits and burdens. It requires equitable selection processes that don't unfairly target vulnerable or disadvantaged populations simply for convenience. Justice demands that those who bear the burdens of research should also have access to its benefits. This principle has led to increased emphasis on inclusion of diverse populations in research to ensure findings are applicable across different groups. Justice also requires acknowledging and addressing historical exploitation in research, particularly with marginalized communities. In healthcare research, this principle guides decisions about study recruitment, compensation, and dissemination of findings to ensure research serves the broader public good while protecting vulnerable populations.